Hello, Miss Gimala. I'm Edward Christian. I'm from Culinary Art, year 24, and today I'm going to do the Simon the Q&A part. The first question is, what is my favorite food to cook, and why is that? My favorite food to cook is fried chicken, salt and pepper, like salt and pepper chicken, because it's very simple and it's very good. Like I could eat that every day. It's very good. The second question is, who taught my first cooking skill? It was my mom. She taught me because she thinks it's a good idea for me to learn how to cook because she was getting busy and I had to learn how to cook so it's simpler. Number three, what dish reminds me of my family? I think it's fried rice because back in we always have like leftover on food in the fridge, so it's very we always make turn it into a fried rice, and we would at least have fried rice at least once every week or like twice every week. Number four, do I prefer sweet or savory food? I think I prefer savory food more because back in the day, my mom always tell me to not eat sweet food because it's unhealthy. So growing up with that, I think I prefer savory food way more. What is the one cooking skill I want to improve? I think knife skill because as a chef, I think you always need to improve your knife skill. Like there's I don't think anyone's good enough of knife skill. I think there's never gonna be good enough for knife skill, especially if you're a chef. Number six, if I had a food stall, what would I sell? I think I would sell like fried chicken, like Taiwanese fried chicken, because it's very good, and I feel like I could play with a lot of the flavor. I could appeal to a lot of people, and I think I would make good money. What role presentation play in a dining experience? Oh, I'm sorry. Number seven. Have I ever cooked something and failed? What happened? I think the one time I failed. Actually, I've failed multiple times, but one of the time I failed was when I was making chao or like kuotie. It's like Chinese dumpling. It's like similar to gyoza, stuff like that. I've, I failed because I made the wrapper too thick, and all I need to learn was like making the wrapper thinner. And after that, I think it went well. It tasted great. Number eight, what role does presentation play in that experience? I think in dining experience is really important because people eat with their eyes first before they actually fill their stomach. And I feel like, especially in like fancy dining restaurant, it's very important to have a good presentation because like you have to make it unforgettable. And number nine, what do you think make a restaurant's experience unforgettable? I think, like I said earlier, the plating, and the second one is the waiter. Because like if the waiter is really good, I think they would make the people like very interested with the dish. Like maybe they explain the food, where it's from, like what's the story behind it, or like the history of it. But it will make the customer like remember the dish. Like it will be more memorable than just like giving the dish and let them eat it. Number 10, what is my favorite kitchen tool and why? I think it's the knife because it's like every chef partner. Like it's really important to have a knife, and I think that's the reason it's my favorite. How do I balance creativity and consistency in cooking? I think to balance it generally is just to have like a standard recipe. Like you can always be creative and like add a little bit, but you shouldn't add too much, and you shouldn't change like the core of things. I think like experimenting and making a standard recipe, I think that's the most important thing. Number 12. If I could invent a new dish, what would it be? I'm not sure, but I think it's got to be something to do with mala because I really like mala, but I don't think like most people make a dish with it too much. The only way they usually cook it is just stir fry it or like make it soup. Number 13. How can a chef reduce their food waste in the kitchen? I think the simplest way is just to a learn how to make a dish that's from like the waste, like maybe the skin of the fruit or like maybe they could make the shrimp head to stalks or like chicken bones to stalks, like simple stuff like that. Like small things like that will add up, and I think it will reduce a lot of waste. Number 14. What is my favorite ingredient to cook, and why is that? I think my favorite dish is like it's just pepper, because it adds to the flavor, and it adds to the flavor. Like in general, if you put pepper in like a lot of dish, I feel like it will improve it in a way. If you could to cook for any famous person, who would it be and why? I think if anyone, I would ask. I want to cook for a chef, like a famous chef, like Marco Pierre White, because like I want to know if my cooking skill is good enough, and I want to know if it's like how can I improve it. So I think if anyone, it'll be like a famous chef like him, like Marco Pierre White, especially because I look up to him. Okay, that's like that's the next question part of the assignment. Thank you for watching the video.